Good morning. I wanted to come on here today to talk about something so important. So I was listening to a video this morning that just prompted a lot of thoughts in my mind. So the video was talking about Harriet Tubman and her first husband. Talked about how she was married, twice. She kept her first husband's last name, Mr. Tubman. Mr. Tubman was a free man. Harriet Tubman at the time was an enslaved woman. So the thought of the mindset of the people back then they had was, if an enslaved woman was to have a baby by a free man, that baby would be born enslaved. And I started thinking about present day. Present day is, if a single mother, sometimes married, but we're going to talk about a single mother because I am a single mother. So if a single mother have a baby, right? And when this baby get here, they're not here, he's a free man. But guess what that woman is? Enslaved. This is not a bad session, so let me make sure I put that disclaimer out. This is not that. However, I wanted to talk about the dynamics of that and how I see how this cycle has continued to keep on going from slavery to now. It's literally, the Bible talks about how there is nothing new upon the sun. And literally, we're living in the day where we're seeing that repeated things that continue to happen. We know that history may be his story, but history repeats itself. It continues to repeat itself generation after generation until you realize what is really happening. So I started thinking like, dang, that's crazy. Because you telling me if I have a baby, I have to keep the baby and then the government got to take care of me. Back then, it was the slave masters. They got to take care of them. And the baby can't go with the dad. So, when welfare came along, they were giving welfare out, but they told the people, oh, yeah, we'll give you housing, we'll give you food, we'll give you health care, we'll give you all of it. But that man can't stay in the house with you. And so it continued that cycle over and over again, where the mother has to take the baby and the dad is free to go, basically almost forced to leave. He has no choice because, back in the day in slavery, if he's especially if he's a free man, he wasn't even supposed to be dealing with an enslaved woman in the first place. So he's not allowed to have any access to that baby because guess who really owns that baby? The slave master, i.e. today in the world, who really owns these children? Especially when you get yourself caught up with food stamps, when you get yourself caught up in Section 8, Medicaid, caps, all of that stuff, who really owns these children? The government. So it's like a continual thing. And when do we finally get to the space, all of us as a whole, when we say Kanye West wasn't wrong? He wasn't wrong. Slavery is a choice. And it still is a choice. And most people are still choosing to be enslaved. We'll say, shoot, they still always, we can do this, you'll scam the government, get whatever you can, out of them and all this kind of stuff. But it's like, you're not really enslaved and scamming them. You're literally continuing to enslave yourself. You're choosing to allow them to dictate everything that you're doing. In 2017, I had got approved for housing. I was sick to my stomach. So anybody that knows me knows I do hair. I am a licensed cosmetologist in the state of Georgia, and I have been doing hair since high school. And I have had the pleasure to go through the experience of getting approved for Section 8. I denied it, and this is why. I told the Lord, I didn't want this repeated cycle to happen at all. This repeated cycle of having Section 8, because in reality, my mom was on Section 8, and I know a lot of other people that was in my family that was on Section 8. My mom was on food stamps. She got child care and Medicaid and TANF. Now, all of these things that she received, literally, I'm the oldest, okay? Out of her 7 children, I am the oldest. And I literally was sitting in a space where, God, I don't want this. I don't want to continue this same habit. Mind you, at the time, I already had my daughter, so I already had to have the cycle didn't completely break with me because I had a baby out of wedlock, and I was a single mother, and still is a single mother. I got 3 children now, single mother with 2 baby fathers. And I'm just like, Lord, the cycle got to break somewhere. I remember sitting in my mama's living room on the couch, and she was sitting over there. I was like, Ma, I feel sick to my stomach. I remember leaning over on the couch. Ma, I feel sick to my stomach. I can't take it. I can't take this Section 8. And I explained to her why. I said, the Lord told me not to take it. He is telling me not to take it. Everybody think I'm crazy because I did not take it. I didn't take it because I'm having to break this spirit of poverty that has stricken my family for generations. This spirit of loneliness, not being married, having to settle, and being a single mother. Like, I'm breaking this. Now, mind you, no, I did not break it when it comes to me having, children and things like that nature. But my daughter is going to break this. And I am putting myself in a position where I can't continue this cycle. Like, I want to be married. I am going to get married. I am going to have a family. My children will see what it is to have a 2-parent household. And they would see their mother love well. And they would see who their mother married love well. So my sons can know how to be treated. So it's like, we have to break this cycle that continues to happen over and over again, from slavery to modern day. We still have no rights over our children. When you get a defects case, they have to literally, they're asking you all of this information, getting everything. They want to know everything about you and your children. You know why? You literally have had to, at that moment, sign your ownership over from yourself, the mother, the birther of these children, out of your womb, over to the government. Even though these kids are still in your possession, you still have to literally give these people all of your information for them to take on the role as a parent. When you're the one that have raised these children, and don't let it be a situation that you didn't even get yourself in. So now they have even more rights over your children. And that's a problem for me. And I can go deeper even on that conversation, because we could talk about Social Security, birth certificates, and all that kind of stuff, but we ain't gonna go there today. However, I do want to tell y'all, get free. Don't continue to allow yourself to stay stuck in a space because you seen your mama, your aunties, your grandma, everybody doing the same thing. Get free. We need to be out here getting married, having a 2-parent household is better than one. Being a single parent is not easy, baby. It's hard out here for a pimp. You understand me? Every day I'm having to fight against this poverty. I'm having to fight against struggle. I'm having to fight against this feeling like a hustler. Like, I've been hustling since I was in high school. Like, I don't know nothing else but to hustle. I'm going to make it happen. But I'm tired. And a lot of times I'm like, oh, Jesus, I am tired. So I have been very intentional about what I do with my physical body. Like, you see me now, I'm about to go walking. My mom got like a real steep driveway, so I'm about to walk up and down this driveway a few times and go do my exercise regimen that I have. I'm changing my eating habits. I am being very intentional about my brain, renewing my mind, asking the Lord to renew my mind, repenting of things and renouncing things, and getting my spiritual together, having to learn about financial literacy. I have dreams, big visions that has to come to pass. And I'm not going to allow the things that has been in front of me. Like, it feels like this a lot of times in my life. I ain't going to say a lot. This is how my life feel. I get there and it's like, literally a vault door is stopping me. But I'm going to keep on, because guess what? I have a reminder on my phone that my pastor told us to put in our phone like a couple of months ago. I have access. And I literally have to remind myself every day. She wants to say, you got access. I need that access code to open up this vault. So whatever I got to do to pour into myself and allow the Lord to pour into me, and whoever is supposed to pour into me, I'm going to allow it to happen. I've been making some great connections lately, and I'm going to do what I have to do so that I can break free, because I'm not going to allow this continue to keep on happening. Hearing that an enslaved woman to have a baby by a free man, this baby will still be enslaved, and we're still seeing the same regimen happen today in a whole different way. We're still enslaved. Get free. Don't allow yourself to be stuck no longer. And I pray this video really encourage you. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, follow me so you can get more information and great conversations like this. See you soon.